few years ago, I found this first edition Hemingway in a bookshop in Paris. Now, while this edition is obviously not online, Metzger would say it's a credible source, describing Hemingway's life in Paris in the early 1920s. However, is it a reliable source? Hi there, and welcome to week 6. This week, you and your colleagues return to the Metzger reading, which is based on assessing the credibility and reliability of online information. The Metzger article contains extremely important knowledge, highly relevant to this unit's assessments and to academic research in general. It is crucial that you take time for a close and detailed reading of the Metzger article. I included a link below for your convenience. So, back to my example, Hemingway's A Movable Feast, first published in 1964, 3 years after Hemingway's death, which is another story. This week's learning materials state that you should aim to select resources that are no more than 5 years old. This book and its collected data is well over 50 years old. Yet, given the authorship of Hemingway's memoir, it is, for the most part, a credible source. When it comes to reliability, it's a bit hit and miss. Yes, Hemingway provides specific addresses of hotels, cafes, apartments and bars, and while many of these locations can still be found in Paris today, some of them are gone. A Movable Feast, well, it speaks to a nostalgia shared by many. However, the spirit of place that dealt in Paris in the 1920s has long been transformed. In this case, the data is accurate for a specific time. If A Movable Feast had been published in the 1920s, or even the 1930s, Metzger would class it as both a credible and a reliable source for visitors to the City of Lights in that era. The search for credible and reliable sources should underpin your research. The value of your resources will also depend on your purpose and how you use a resource to support your argument or to strengthen your discussion. They should work like a handshake, where the quality of the resource and your purpose for the resource are a demonstration of mutual benefit. This week's activity asks you to conduct wider research outside this unit's learning materials. You will also need at least an hour and a half to read through the Metzger article. Then apply Metzger's 5 criteria to your wider research and share your findings in the discussion board forum for week 6. Personally, I love research, so this week's activity is one of my favorites. I hope you enjoy your research as much as I enjoy mine. Bye for now.